Okay, I'm going to be a bit macabre here and a bit strange. I don't normally start videos on screens like this, but now a guy who can dig a hole like this, which I think is a pretty good hole, and I've got to be careful not to show his call sign or who he is, but then look at this, beautiful, some really good work actually. You'd have to say this man, takes a bit of care in everything he does. I was really impressed with the cutout of that hole and that concrete base. Finished product, neat, tidy. You know what? I would think this person, if they're going to send me something, they are going to probably look after it. What do you think? I would think yes. He's managed to put a very nice stepper on top of it, and look, impressed. This is what I looked at before I'll disclose in the next few minutes. I always check to see who I'm buying from, and I think, hang on, this guy does some really, really good stuff. And that antenna, actually, his installation there really impressed me. So imagine my surprise today when my wife brings in, we've had a lot of parcels. There was about 9 or 10 parcels, and then there was the big box with the analyzer that came down by Pack and Send. So this was all Australia Post. Imagine my surprise today, and on purpose I have taken out the sender information because I'm not here to make anyone look bad. I potentially want to talk about how we should package radios. This is it, guys. Hang on. This is it. I am deadly serious. Basically, I bought an IC207 off VK Classifieds and paid for postage and looked at the chap's QRZ and thought, you know what, it looks like he does some quality antenna installations, and that's what we got. And we didn't pay $50 for it either, I can tell you. It was definitely more than market price. As you can see, it's come over from South Australia, anyway, but let me just pop that away. So I don't know yet. Personally, I'm absolutely surprised that whole front is not smashed in. This is a worry. If I didn't know the guy was an amateur, I would say, where did this get cut out of some car somewhere? Like, these things worry me. Look, I can see now the guy, whilst obviously doesn't care very much about packaging or sort of any product he sells me, and certainly won't be selling me anything ever again. And look, it's pretty grungy for the money we paid. All right, I'm gonna have to just do something here and put on the analyzer and see what it does after being bounced around 2 states. I can't believe anyone just puts that into a paper bag and just basically posts it. I've never look, I've been doing this a very long time, guys. You know that. I've got literally probably 100 parcels coming in a month at times, with what we do. And there's a few facets to what we do that some of you guys don't know, but we have a lot of parcels. I have never seen anything like this. First time ever. So we're gonna, don't know if we call this the Icom durability test. Maybe that's what it is, because if this thing works after being bounced around with literally no packaging, I don't know why I didn't just put the label on top of this and just swing this microphone around it a few times, put a bit of packing tape, and yeah. Oh yeah, I can feel that switch is terrible. Oh yeah, I bought a beauty here. Yeah, I already know to go grab another microphone. Unbelievable. All right, well, and guys, not the money. Couldn't give a shit about the money. Not even remotely. Money I've got. I just think people need to, look. What happens when someone buys something like this that doesn't have as much money as me and is not as old as me, and and was really hoping this might be the radio that they want and I'll be honest with you, I've got an application for this where I wanted to put in one of the cars, remote the head basically, and and just have that sort of sitting in, as you can imagine, for some of our sports cars, we put that under the seat. And I was thinking actually of putting this in the GT4. We've got some very interesting antennas that we can sort of chuck on. Now, obviously, you know, there's no kit that comes with this, but I think we've got a kit out in the shed somewhere to fit it, and that's the reason. And we'll see if it works. Hey, let's have a look. Okay, so yeah, throw this away. It's got problems galore, but we've got a brand new mic in stock, so we can use that. And I don't know if that got damaged coming over or whether it even worked. It's hard to know. So let's see. Now the screen is that just disgusting? I don't know if it's on the inside or the outside. Let's find out. Okay, a bit of spray and wipe. I can read it now. That's got to be good. All right, let's test the receiver first. Let's just see what we've got here. And where are we? Gen monitor. 147 0 0 0 0 0. Let's put about 50 microvolts through it. All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's get a lot more. Wow. Okay. Hang on. Got some success here. Let's have a look. Now let's see. I've got about 500 microvolts going in there, so I'm overloading it to try and see if I can get some signal. Let's see how much we've got here. Coming down, so that's good. 1.61 microvolt. Still hearing at 0.5. Just to prove that. Minus 112 dBm. Actually, we normally call 0.5 about 113, so if we just go up a little bit. That's not true, is it, actually? What's the conversion? 0.5 is, yeah, 113. There we go. I was going to say, pretty sure it's about 113. Alright, I'm not going crazy. So far, the only fatality seems to be the microphone so far from this incredible wrapping that we've got down here. This is a good sign. So, let's have a look. Controls working. It's good. Okay, so that's doing all what it should do. Let's change bands. Let's put it on 439 exactly. Let's see if we've got anything happening on 439, guys. And you know, I don't edit my videos, I just haven't got time. So this video, Sam said to me, I said, I'm going to do this video like I do my videos. She said, this could turn out very wrong, Brenton. And I said, look, if it turns out that wrong, I just don't publish the video. You know, like if I say, because she was worried I was going to say something that I shouldn't say. And I said to her, Sam, like, it's a few $100. It's no big deal. It's like, you know, I'm concerned for other people more than I'd ever be concerned for myself when people put good radios into paper bags. Oh, this video's not going to go over well, is it? All right, and anyway, so 0.5, absolutely receiving. Let's take that down a bit. Look at that. Oh man, 123 dBm, 0.158. Seriously. I mean, I know, you know, I want this radio to work. I just a little bit worried, you know, the condition it's come in, and you saw how I haven't even tidied up all the grot that's on the outside yet, but we'll get to that. Okay, let me bring that right down. How can that be receiving so well? Let me just... Really? No. I'm having trouble believing that. If you saw what the level I'm down to, no. Something very wrong here. Let me turn this off. Yeah, it's there. Now, let me tell you why I'm having trouble with this. That's minus 151.7 dBm. 0.0058. What the... I literally can't give it less signal. How can it still be hearing this? I don't get this. I really don't. It's like the super receiver. I am not kidding, guys. Look at this. I don't know. I'm not pulling any tricks. This lead goes into the bird, goes back around into here. No way. No way. That's obviously massive input there. But, alright, well, this is, I've got to say, one of the best receivers I've seen in a very long time on a UHF level. It is very good. I'll have to shut up a little bit about the paper bag in a minute. No, that's actually very good. That would be one of the best performing IC207 receivers I've ever seen on UHF. VHF's about, it's good, it's very good, but you know, sort of, I would have expected that. I didn't expect this. This is actually better than I thought. All right, we'll see if it's got any power. We're on UHF, so let's test UHF. Let's put some volume up so we can actually hear ourselves. And it's funny, you think I'd be using the new test monitor today. Quick advert, the new test monitor, IFR, sorry, 2945B. Check out our previous video, a couple of videos back, I think it is. One video back, I don't know, something like that. Who does this? Seriously, who does this? Okay, back to some common sense. Let's just see here. Now, he's on mid to low power at the moment, is how it's been sent to me. Probably after the conditioners come in, I should have reset it. And, oh, you know what? No, let's just see. We've already found out we've got a faulty microphone, so let's have a look. Okay, so 2 watts there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Why can't I hear anything? Yeah, okay. 1, 2. No idea. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Different transmitter, you're getting some power. Oh, have a look at that. Duh. It's on split mode. Duh. Sorry, guys. That is not the person who sent it to me's fault. How can I get out a repeater? I got to remember on these things. Oh, scan, program, priority, T-scan, duplex. I think you hold it, don't you? Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's better. Sorry, guys. I'm being a dickhead. Okay, so 7.75 watts there on, what did we say? Medium to high power. Give it a squelch. It's better. This thing's got a squelch, isn't it? Yeah, right. It's better. Power. How do we turn the power up on these things? Oh, it's been so long. Is it here? Yeah. No, that's power, you idiot. Jeez, I'll be mid-high. Here it is. Ah, there we go. High. I got the completely wrong slug in on the bird meter too. I just noticed that. Okay. So low, mid, high is actually over here. So mid, high, high, low. So low power, 1 watt. Doesn't sound right. I would have thought low should be about 5 watts on these things. So let me change. Shouldn't make a difference. No, hang on. Alright, so some really bad news, and it's being backed up by a few things. High power on this thing's about 8 watts, and on the bird meter with the right slug in there, 100 watt slugs are on the bottom scale, about 8 watts, 2, 4, 6 watts there on the bird, which would be more accurate than this thing at the moment, I'd say. Yeah, okay, so we, yeah, it's not healthy on UHF. It's going to be dry joints in there after being smashed around, I guarantee you. Alright, so let's see what it's doing on VHF. Come back, that's it. Right, okay, and let's go to 147 again. Why don't I just go to 146 and then up 5 kcs might have been easier. And let's just take the duplex off so we don't muck up like we did last time. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Alright, so let's put another slug in here. What we're going to do is get rid of the glue that's sitting in front here. Let's pull, oops, that fella out. What do we want? 50 watt to 150 to 125, 50 watt, that'll do. Sorry, it's me. Yeah, I've got the click point up at the moment, and yeah. Anyway, my sister's trying to call me. Sis, have to call you back because making a video and you're in the way of my video. You're putting a big screen across incoming call. Go away. Love you, but go away. All right, so let's just see. I'll call her back. I know what she wants to talk about. All right, so let's see. Low power's looking a little bit better in the fact it's about 2.8 watts on VHF. And about the same here. Keep in mind we're on the bottom scale. No, we're not. We're on the middle scale. Sorry, middle scale. Being that 50 watts is 50 watts on the middle scale. So that's about 1, 2, 3, 4 point something watts there. It's saying 2.85 there. I'd trust the bird over anything, to be honest. And by the way, big thank you to Jason over in Tassie, mate. This thing here, brilliant. Yep, it really, yeah, love it. All right, okay, so what do we got? Let's see if it gets any better. Let's go mid. Yeah, 5 watts. Something about on the 50, about 8 watts there. Let's time to calibrate. I told you there was a problem with the power on this, and yeah, I got to come back to that. That's why we put the bird in line. All right, let's just stop mucking around, go straight up to high power, see what we've got. Oh, that's looking a bit better, isn't it? About 40 watts. Yeah, see a big difference in the reading. I told you my power meter here was a bit out, but yeah, but unfortunately it's got a UHF fault. It is way down on UHF power. Great receiver, and it'll be something in there that's taken a hit. Or it was faulty when he sent it, who knows. Look, you know, I'm not accusing anyone of anything at this stage. That would just be the wrong thing to do. But I will say that, you know, if you put it in a bloody bag like this, what do you think? Jesus. All right, okay. One of my videos that you get the human side, you know, it's like, and you know, it's, look, anyone who knows me knows this is not about the money. I couldn't care less. Like, I just wanted to put this in one of my Porsches. I've got 3 Porsches at the moment. I want to put one of, like, in the GT4. I'm putting registration on it, and I thought, wouldn't mind just a little covert antenna with this thing sitting in it. You know, made sense to me. Anyway, all right. What's next? Oh, now Greg's ringing me. Greg, ring you back. Jeez, this video is getting people on the screen. I hope you don't see these things coming up on the video where it superimposes Greg calling from WA. Good mate of mine, Icom dealer. If you need to buy Icom, I understand, you know, Ross is retiring. Please support my mate Greg. Actually, we'll do a video on him soon. I've been thinking about doing that for a while. So he's a great guy. He's trying to support the people out there, you know, that need equipment, and he's a real rigid-edge tech that actually knows what he's doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we've got about 5 kilohertz deviation, a little bit over, so that's nice. 1, 2, 3, 27.7 watts at 147 megs at the moment. Okay, now that's a little bit better. On 147, and we've actually got that coming up to some better power. That worries me because all I've done so far is smash this thing. What you don't see on camera, well, off camera, is me testing for dry joints. Now that's not something I wanted to show you. Yeah, but it's, yeah, okay. But I'd say that's what we've got a problem with. All right, so let's just go back up here again. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I thought we might have got lucky then. Of course, it was VHF that was actually doing the powers. UHF's not doing it. See what happens when people ring me? Go away. All right. Okay. Let's not just keep going around in circles. Let's go back to 439, and let's go back here. Just want to check its deviation, if that's sounding okay at 439 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yeah, it's just low power, low power. Jeez, look at that. Yeah, and look at that. It's on high power here. That's suggesting it's got high power. And yeah, I've got to change the slug back over. I just want to look at that UHF level one more time. I'm in a mood to feel pain, and actually, shack's sort of clean, sort of. Hang on, I had something that might be better. Where was it? I just wouldn't mind using a 25 watt slug for that, since it's such low readings. I just want to double check, you know, that we haven't got a slug that's giving trouble or anything like that. Never know. Anything's possible. Alright, pop that in. That didn't go in properly, did it? This is where I need to click it into place when I'm doing things like this. Yeah, okay, so that's showing about... Hey, that's interesting. That's interesting. That makes more sense. So this is the 25 watt scale. That's showing about 22 and a half. That's showing 6.27. Yeah, okay. I'd be more inclined to believe this, that the UHF is accurate. And I know we've got a problem with this meter at the moment. So please, I don't want anyone to take me too serious on anything we see on this one, because it's just a calibration. I've got to go in. They do that. They're a pain. Anyway, they do that. But yeah, look. Let's have another look at that. Okay, so let's just check something out. So we're looking at the Icom 207 specs here, and high power should be 50 watts on 2 meters, so we're obviously not doing that. And 35 watts on 70 centimeters. So that's the spec, and down to 5 watts on both bands, where we're seeing obviously one band pretty close, the other one way down. So yeah, okay, so so let's just keep that in your head. Excuse me, 35 watts for 70 centimeters. And here we are on a bird, 25 watt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, getting about 22 and a half watts, 23 watts out of the 35 that we're supposed to get. Now, as I said, can't trust this here completely, because oh, hang on, just let me check my attenuation level. Sorry. I'm just thinking about something that could be causing that. Hang on. Sometimes I've had this watt meter that's given me some trouble. I just need to go. Oh, hang on, I need 2 hands for a second. No, I was wrong, but I just wanted to check that we didn't have an issue with our stepped attenuator that's causing our power to drop back. But no, we don't. That would have been nice, because when I go to fix this monitor, I know exactly where I would have had to have gone. But no, it's not it. Anyway, we'll resort this one out. I've got 2 more of these coming down, and obviously you saw the other one that's come in today. So I'm buying in backups on top of backups at the moment to be able to do testing, because we've got so many radios to test. So anyway, okay, so this radio, I'm still convinced that we're getting better power out of it after knocking it to try and get a dry joint sorted on it. I would say that inside here it's been bashed around coming over, so we'll pull it down and have a look at it. I suppose I should ask the person that sent it to me, is it okay for me to please pull your radio to bits that you took so much time to pack? But I figure I paid him in full for it. It's my radio, so I suppose I can do what I want with it now. He's not about to probably replace the damaged mic, so I don't think I'll bother contacting him. I just think I'll be careful not to buy out of South Australia, out of Hackham, but I can't say any more because I'll be in court for the rest of my life. But yeah, people, please spend a bit more time on these things. Like, it doesn't take that long to pack something. I pack things all day long, and seriously, the last thing I get is complaints about packaging, because we overdo it. It's not that hard. I mean, we're probably a bit better set up for it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah. I guarantee you I will get this thing fixed. It'll be a dry joint that's causing some of the power issue, because a couple of times that I haven't been able to catch it on camera because I need an extra set of hands, but when I've got one hand on this, another one bashing this, I can see the power fluctuating on the, bang, bang, bang. So yeah, it's got a dry joint now. I'll find it. Then we'll just basically spend about 15 minutes cleaning it up like we did with the front panel, take all the grime off it, and look, let me tell you the good news. This is an extremely good chassis. They are really, really good chassis. But here's the bad news. When people send them and things like this, they can only take so much of a whack. So, maybe when you're buying from people, don't do what I did. I don't know what you can do better than what I did. I went to his QRZ page. Anyone who can dig a hole that expertly and put one of Brian's NBS towers in, and then put a stepper beam on top of it, and actually not have it fall down, he's got to be pretty smart, Now, looks at the photo of the guy, not giving him too much away, but he's got to be 60 or 70, I don't know. He doesn't look real young. He certainly looks smart, and looking at his station and everything, so I don't know how, if I was to label this video, how to find the best quality buyer, well, I'd be a fraud, because I have no idea anymore, because I did all my checking, and I thought this person would pack this radio and do it properly, but I've ended up with a faulty mic, dry joints in the bloody thing, and and it is what it is. But because I want this to go in my blue GT4 Porsche, and it's perfect for the job, and it's got this little small head, 207 or 208 would have done the job, to be honest. Either, doesn't matter. Hey, let's check something. We're on dummy load, we're allowed to. Hang on. I'm being naughty now. Actually, whoop. Let's just see how it receives there. You know where I'm heading with this, don't you? No, that's the wrong button, you idiot. 477 400. We used to do all that testing on 477 400 back in the day at Jensen's. That's why, it's right. This is a bit. Now, to do the receive test. Okay, let's see how they receive up there. Oh, that's a UHF receiver. Look at that. Unbelievable. Now, not giving too much away here, but if I was to hit the transmit button, 1 2 1 2. How much power is that? I think I found part of the problem. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 1 2. Now that's interesting, isn't it? Isn't it interesting? This radio gets more power out on CB than it gets out on 430 megs, which makes me wonder, when I retune this and put it back to 430 megs, is the reason we're getting a loss of 15 watts on, apart from the fact we've got to smash it to get it working properly at times. Let's have a look. Now, just a bit of an education for you young whippersnappers that weren't around when I was an apprentice, playing around with these things. I was a very young person in the 80s, guys, 80s. A lot of you wouldn't know what that means. Long time ago. Alright, so I'm trying to get where's my little tool gone, adjustment tool that was here? Unbelievable. I keep losing it. I've had it since I was an apprentice. Seriously. Now I can't find it. Where did I put it? I don't know. Alright, so let's do something really stupid. Okay, so you can see here, I'm just going to show you. They have a adjustment here for VHF power, an adjustment here for UHF power. A lot of people, what they did is they just slammed this thing full burst for UHF CB. For some reason, when you did that, yes, it did top end more towards UHF CB versus towards the 439 meg area. Not really sure I can explain to you why that is, but we'll be checking that in a second. Often you also found that people tried to bend these coils around the place and tried to see if they could exercise a bit of extra power by doing that. Now Sam's ringing me. Unbelievable. That phone call I normally take. I can't, not while I'm videoing. So yeah, you can see it's very much R43, R44, there it is. And now, to be fair, no one looks like they've tried to bend any coils. Look, the dry joint that this thing's got is just going to be a matter of just going through and checking and finding out what's going on. Look, I'm not going to bother too much. I honestly need to find my little tool that I've just lost. It was here. It's probably on the floor. Hang on. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this one-handed. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but hang on. If I put the microphone here, and I've got that there. So what I'm doing is I'm just adjusting that, and I'll show you what I mean by the fact that this variation that'll happen, and I can't adjust it with one hand. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm not really getting onto it. Yeah, come and hold the mic. Just, yeah, Sam came in the right time. Just hold the microphone and right, just click it in. Okay, so basically, see how I'm going up and down there? That is me adjusting this pot here. Now, the idea is that what we want to do now, yeah, that's good, is what we want to do now is we want to put it back to 439 and find that peak spot, because believe it or not, it does actually matter. It's not a matter of turning it up full. It's one of those radios where if you just turn it up full, you'll have a problem. Let me put this back on to 439. Okay, so what we've learned is, yes, and the problem is actually not just the power problem, but the dry joint problem is that you won't be able to see it here, but when I've got it under my little microscope, you can see this variable resistor here has been badgered like you wouldn't believe, and it needs replacing. This one here, as you'll see, I've now got, when I go back to, I've got 52.3 watts coming out on VHF now, so we've got that sorted out and adjusted correctly, so that's no probs. But unfortunately this video has to sort of stop pretty soon because I've got to go find a spare for this. Now, I may not have the exact spare, but I don't know if this camera will pick it up, but this has literally been butchered across the top, and what it's doing is most probably is actually not correcting the or having the ability to correct the value of the power that should be there. And when we were tapping the radio and finding that the power was good and bad at times, it'll be this fella here that's sort of interacting with the wafer, and it's just having trouble. And because I've pressed the rest of the board and it looks pretty right, but whenever I'm transmitting and touching this area here, bingo, yeah. So unfortunately this video comes to an abrupt end, but okay, at least you've learned that R43 and R44 are your two ones to get it back onto the actual amateur bands. I'm going to be setting this up to 439, and this is what's happened is, yeah, anyway, that's all good. Look, I don't mind the idea of having UHF CB sitting in the same radio. I mean, I don't use UHF CB, but you know, I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, I don't think you should go to jail for it, you know, for being able to do this. It's no big deal, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, all right, well, there you go. There's my story. I don't know what we label this video. The bag says it all. We'll continue on. The mic will throw in the bin. And you know what, you might say, what if it's just the cord? Well, the cord's terrible, but it's not the cord anyway. It's in the mic head. I know what it is. And to be honest with you, let me show you what it is. It's the same switch they use on IC7000s. It's buggered. We use these little micro switches, so the mic can be fixed, don't get me wrong. I just put a new one on it to show you quickly that we can, you know, at least test this radio. Alright, well, I don't think we better finish the video quite there. We'll put it back on 439 just to keep ACMA happy. It's better. But yeah, look, I probably think I don't really need to. It's funny, initially I was thinking about this, about whether I'd, you know, Mars mod it, and I thought, why? I don't even use UHF CB. You know, it really didn't make any sense. This is more so I can talk back to the car, like if Sam's in the 4-wheel drive and I'm in the Porsche, we can, you know, be talking between the two cars. Sometimes we do race days at Winton and things. Long story anyway. All right, all the best, 73s guys. Sorry this wasn't a more positive video in the view of, you know, who you buy your radios from, but I hope it makes you think just to be careful of, you know, who you're buying from, and maybe show them this video and tell them not to pack it in a cardboard bag, paper bag, paper. Cardboard's too much. That's giving it too much comfort that it might have made it. That's just a paper bag. 73s guys, all the best.